My name is Yanni Vialta. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I work for the City of Takoma Park. I'm the Arts and Humanities intern. Tonight, We Lead Performance is one of the events that we host for We're Takoma. We host a lot of other events, so feel free to check them out at our City of Takoma Park Facebook page or at the website, which is takomaparkmd.gov/arts. And if you haven't already, we have brochures outside. You can grab those. And we also have an e-newsletter that comes out every Tuesday at 3 p.m. So feel free to sign up. The binder's outside. And now I will hand it over to Leslie Sapp, which is director of tonight's performance.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. So glad you're all here, and so glad you're all here. We're the Takoma Park Refugee Theater Ensemble, newly formed just for this project through a generous grant from the City of Takoma and also the Takoma Foundation. And before we begin the show, for the City of Takoma grant, I'm actually required to have you fill out the beautiful paper that you were given on your way in. Does everybody have a paper that looks kind of like this? Okay, and the purpose of this paper is actually, you know, I'm not sure. I should ask someone from the City of Takoma, but it won't affect whether you're allowed to be here, and nobody will know who wrote it, but it's just for them to collect where people live and just demographic information on the beneficiaries of a project. And the beneficiaries of this project are my three beautiful actors, and myself, and all of you. I will be introducing them after we do the form. This part's kind of like our homework that we have to do first. So I have it up here on the screen to make it a little easier to talk about. It's pretty easy, but does everybody have a pen or pencil? Does anybody need one? Okay, actually I have some in the back. I should have brought them out here. Let me see your hands who needs one, so I'll see how many I need to get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let me run grab my bag. Hold on one sec. Can you hold this for a sec? Thank you. Okay, everybody have a writing implement? Who needs one? Oh, we need one in the front. Who has my bag of toys? Oh, she needs a form. Thank you, Yenny. Anybody else? Okay, so the first question's pretty easy. It's a yes or no. Are you a resident of Takoma Park? The next one, if you are a resident of Takoma Park, how many years have you lived in Takoma Park? Just put a number or a 0. Then what best describes your home? A single-family home, detached from other houses, duplex or townhouse, building with 3 or more apartments or condos, or other. And as I'm speaking, raise your hand if it doesn't make sense. Oh, you want to know where to put a townhouse?
If you're not a resident of Takoma Park, then you don't fill anything in question 2, but should you answer?
You still have to. You know what? I'll give you a little. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
Well, there's Takoma Park. It doesn't say the city of. And the post office, there are people who live in the post office area.
That's what we want. That's good enough. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Actually, Aaron, does it include Takoma, DC, or it should be Takoma Park, right? Mailing address 20912?
You're outing me. Is it okay if I
Sure.
for a minute?
Sure.
My name's Erin Kelly. I'm the grants coordinator for the City of Takoma Park, so I am responsible for this form. And you are doing an excellent job, Leslie. The intention behind it, thanks, yeah, that's a good idea. Again, my name is Erin Kelly. I'm the grants coordinator for the City of Takoma Park, and I manage the grant that Leslie is so judiciously and very I don't even know the word to say, but she has been on it. So, and I'm really excited for the performance tonight. But so this form, the intention, the Community Grants Program is intended to reach a low and moderate income population, and trying to reach as many Takoma Park residents from the city of Takoma Park. And that does, to Jim's point, include 20912, 20910. There's a small portion, yeah. It's a little known fact, the zip codes and the city boundaries do not overlap. So if you're outside of the city of Takoma Park, but still in 20912, you would put no there. And that's good feedback. It should say city of Takoma Park, so I'll take that for next time. These questions very much mirror the community survey that's done every few years for the city. So again, we're just trying to find out who these funds that are supporting projects like Leslie's are reaching. So, great, thanks.
Thank you. Gosh, now I have to figure out whether I'm in the city of Takoma Park. Honestly, I don't know. Am I? Okay. Okay. So where were we? So what type of building do you live in? Then do you rent or own? And if you have, I'm just going to kind of speed through it, but if anything's confusing, flap your hand and I'll make it clearer. The next part where it says counting yourself, how many people live in your household, and you'll see after that it asks about children. Include them in the number of people, okay? So first it's the total number of people. If there's 5 kids and 12 grown-ups, then we have 17 people in the house, right? I doubt anybody has that. I hope not. Yes, question?
Should I include my dog?
Huh. Do you consider him a person? No. Don't put him. Don't put him. Okay. Do any children under 12 live in your household? Yes or no? Not dogs. Do any teenagers between 13 and 17 live in your household? Yes or no? Are you or any other member of your household over age 65 or older? And then the next one about how much was, so this next one, about how much was your household's total income before taxes. So that's not just you, that's everybody in your household, okay? Spanish, Hispanic, or Latino. What is your race? Check all that apply. Last grade of school completed. Gender. And then which category is your age? The last one, which languages? Check any that apply to you. And only check them if you can really speak them. If you know 12 words or even 200, you're probably not going to check it. Okay? Thank you all so much. And on your way out, if you can just give the forms to, I guess, give them to Yenny. Yenny, will you be at the door on the way out? Thank you. Give them to Yenny, who gave them to you, and she'll give them to me afterwards. Okay? Thank you so much. So before we really get started with the show, I want to say a little bit about who we are and what we're doing. So the Refugee Theater Ensemble did not exist before probably January 13th, or whenever Meaza agreed to be part of it. It's a brand new, and beautiful, her children just walked in, yay! Perfect timing, thank you. The Refugee Theater Ensemble is a project that, or an entity that I've been dreaming for how many years? Really 25 years ago was the seed of the idea, and about 10 years ago it got a little clearer, and then after doing a lot of other things and realizing I have to take steps to make it happen, I came back to Takoma and got a generous grant from the City of Takoma to make this happen. I'm hesitating, thinking, how much should I tell you? It's a pretty fascinating story that I won't go into too much, but basically, this grant is not for people like me. It's not for individuals, it's for organizations. And so Aaron and I had to kind of think a lot and work a lot and jump through hoops and figure out how could I actually apply for this grant through an organization, and we discovered more hoops along the way. So what was gonna start back in August wasn't ready. I wasn't able to get started until November, and by then winter was coming, and I knew that I would not find actors willing to come or even able to come out in the snow. So it kept getting postponed, and January something was my first successful recruitment of a participant. And we also had to reach outside of the city of Takoma to get more participants, because as any of you who are refugees or are close friends with refugees, you probably know that it's not so easy starting up a life when you leave everything at home and don't know the language. And so things like going to the doctor and getting a job and finding a place to live and getting a better place to live and paying bills, all that stuff is pretty overwhelming and doesn't really, you know, we kind of take for granted that we could do one night a week or maybe even 2 nights a week of a rehearsal, but everybody isn't that fortunate. So recruiting participants was a much greater challenge than I had thought. I anticipated maybe 15 people, maybe only 7, but somewhere between there. And it took me until April 15th was our first meeting. Took me till April 15th to have 4, and one of them on that first day had to back out. And the other 7 who said they were coming to the first session never showed up and haven't replied to any of my texts since. So that's just a little bit about the background of who we are and how we got here. But really who we are is Meaza Gebregiorgis from Ethiopia. And we can and Jean Morisset Jr. from Haiti. Can I tell him that you're the future president? And I'm not joking, I think he is. I mean, it's his aspiration, but I think he'll get there. I know oh, by the way, I know all these people as my former English students. When I decided to reach outside of Takoma, though I was supposed to get my participants from Takoma, but when that didn't prove possible, besides Meaza, I started calling all my former students from Montgomery County Refugee Training Program, and the 3 of these people are students from there, and so I know a lot about them, and I know that they are going to go far in where they're trying to go. And last but not least, Emile Ivan Minang from Cameroon. And me. I live in Takoma Park, and I'm from America, United States of America. So, what we're actually doing, presenting for you tonight is, it's a work in progress. Tonight will be presented a little bit like Reader's Theater in that we're going to have our scripts in hand, not of what we're saying, but of what we're doing. This is our blocking and our transitions, which, believe it or not, this part has been worked out literally in the past week. We didn't know this stuff a week ago, and we still don't know it, so we're going to use our cheat sheets. But hopefully you'll get a sense of what the show will be like. We are also performing it again on Sunday at the Takoma Park Presbyterian Church for the congregation, but everyone is welcome to attend. It will be after the service at 11 a.m. down in the Assembly Hall at the Takoma Park Presbyterian Church at Tulip and Maple. So our original plan was that would happen last Sunday and be our dress rehearsal, and tonight you would get the finished product without the scripts. But schedules got changed and it's the other way around. So if you want to see it without scripts, come back on Sunday, or we'll do more in the future. Okay? Well, thank you all so much. Yeah, thank you. Actually, yeah, that was great. Can you hear me okay without the mic? To start out, we would like to do a segment with some volunteers. Remember I said that I was envisioning 7 to 15 participants, and that's not what we had. So a lot of the ways that we were going to work couldn't really happen. But they can happen because all of you are here, and some of you are probably in the mood to come up here and play with us. And so my 3 beautiful actors will be working with you to make images, not with crayons and paper, but just with your bodies and your faces. And they'll help you and I'll help you, so you don't have to know how to do it. But they'll be helping you make live images based on some prompts that I will give you. Okay? So, who would like to play? You can raise your hand first. If you're shy, you can raise it small, and I'll catch you. Yes, great. Hi, Peter. Come on up. And who's back there? Yes, come on up. Oh, Neil. Anybody else? No people connected to Meaza? Kathleen, yes, come on up. Anybody else? Arsema, you want to come up? Are you shy? Did I see a hand over here? Yeah? Come on up. The more the merrier. No more than 12, but
There's a hand back there.
can't see. Yes, please, come on up. It's hard to see who's out there. You want to join us, Richie? Come on up. Anybody else? Yes. Suzanne. Gosh, I can't believe I know all the names. These are all, except for one name I don't know. Oh, I do, Marlene. Hello. Welcome back. So happy to see you. Okay, well, this is great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 volunteers. 10, Arasema. So, since we're doing this in a casual way, and since these lovely people have joined us, can we just go down the line and say our names? Just say your first name.
Arsema.
Jim.
Julie.
Pete.
Neil.
Alice.
Kathleen.
Richie.
Suzanne.
Marlene.
Yay. Okay, so let's put yourselves into 3 groups quickly. And if possible, try not to know most of the people in your group. 3 groups. 3 groups. And the beautiful actors will join, each will join 1 group. So you'll have groups of 3, except one will have 4, and in a moment it'll be 4 and 3. I mean 4 and 5, so you can choose a group. Okay. Let's have 1 group sort of over here, and 1 group sort of in the middle, and 1 group over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw out a little phrase, and you are going to have 10 seconds to form your group into a physical human image. You could sort of think of it as a living sculpture, and you guys are the clay, and so you're making art to represent that theme. And I'm going to count backwards from 10, and when I get to 0, you're going to freeze. It's okay to talk a little, to plan, or not. You're just going to get yourself in groups, and one thing I'd like you to be aware of is you don't just have to be people. You can be anything, and you can be up high, and you can be down low, and you can be big, but you just want to somehow be connected to your group, conveying something that conveys that image. I mean, that theme, okay? Ready? The first one. I'm sorry, excuse me. once we get to 0, you're going to freeze, and you're going to stay that way just for a moment for everybody to kind of look at each one, okay? You just count, and then when I say relax, okay? Number 1, a happy family relaxing at home. Go. 10, you can count with me if you want. 9, 8, want to count with me? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Freeze. This looks like you guys at home, doesn't it? Exactly. Yeah, these are awesome. I wish I was out there so I could see them all. Beautiful. And relax. So for the next round, once you're there and you're frozen, we're going to let each group relax one at a time to look at the others and then get back in position. Okay? We'll take turns so you can see the other sculptures. embarking on a long voyage. Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Freeze. And let's have these two groups stay frozen, and the far group with Jean Junior and Marlene have a look at the other sculptures. Just relax for a minute and look at the art over here. You guys can relax your position, have a look at the gallery, see how is it different or similar to what you guys had. Okay, and you can get back in your art. And next group, you can have a look around, relax. You want to take a peek at the other two sculptures. Middle group, just relax. Have a look around. Go on a tour of the art gallery. Yeah. Oh, back to work. Get back in your position. And last group, relax and have a look. Okay. Let's do one more of this type, but for this one, I would like to ask the 3 refugee theater ensemble actors to step out to begin. They're going to be the artists. The other folks they're also artists, but they're the clay. So I'm going to throw out a theme, and the groups are going to form their image in 10 seconds without you can just stay, but just don't be part of it. So they're going to form it without you guys. And then when they freeze, you guys are going to look at your image, and you're going to think about, how would I complete this image? What would I change in it? And you'll see, they're going to go and change the people a little bit. Or maybe they won't change them. Maybe they'll just add themselves to it, and that'll change it. But somehow they're going to complete the image and make it more like their idea. Just some subtle changes, okay? Is that pretty clear? Okay, so next image. Leaving everything behind. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So now, the 3 refugee theater ensemble actors, I would like you to look at step back and look at your group's frozen image and think about what you might do to change it. You can walk around and look at it, make sure everybody's involved, if you think their position should be changed, or what would make it a tight, strong sculpture that really conveys leaving everything behind for you. And Meaza, can you make sure put Arsema in a position in it, and then add yourself if you want? And if you don't want to add yourself to the image, step aside so we know that you're not part of it. And when you're ready, freeze. And relax. Yay. Okay, we're going to do just a couple more of those, and we're going to add one more little feature. I'll tell you about it when we get there, okay? So we're going to do another one just like that, except we're going to have our refugee theater ensemble actors are going to each change to a different group. Okay, so how about we'll migrate that way, migrate in a circle. New group for the three of you. So Meaza is going to go over here, Jean Junior in the middle, Ivan here. Great. So you got a new group of actors. We'll do it the same way. So the clay, you will form yourselves into an image, and then the artists will come and mold the image or add themselves to it after the image is frozen. Okay, ready? A new life in an unfamiliar land. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, freeze. And now if the Refugee Theater Ensemble actors would like to adjust the image in any way, you can do that now. And try to pick a pose that you can keep frozen for a little bit, because we're going to do one more thing. I'm just going to walk up to one group, and I'm going to tap each actor on the shoulder, and they're going to give either a word or a sound or a sentence for how that character is feeling or what they're thinking. So we'll just do this group first. So, was it hi? Yeah. Hi.
Hi. I'm so excited.
Yay. Me too.
What am I saying?
This was actually a little aside between me and Arsema. It wasn't really part of it. So you're just going to say what your character is thinking or feeling. It can be a word or a sound or a sentence in this picture. Not you, Julie, but the character.
Hope.
I gotta be tapping, sorry.
Wow. Out of place. It's really strange.
And we're going to get to the other groups with the next image, okay? So you can relax. Next one. Ready? Far away from family and close friends. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. A word, a sound, or a sentence.
How am I gonna see my family again?
Alone.
Lonely.
Thank you. Relax. And one more. This is our last image. Too much stress. I'm going to count a little faster this time. Ready? Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Tired.
I can't take it anymore.
My heart aches.
I don't know.
And relax. Thank you all so much. And let's have another round of applause for our fabulous volunteers. And you can go back to your seats. Thank you.
I want to say
Yes.
it was a French, it's a Francophone group. Everybody speaks French in my group.
That's good. Yeah, you should have said yours in French. So there's two reasons that we did this just now. One is to give you a glimpse of our process, which this was actually our intended process, which didn't happen so much because we only had 3. And as you could probably see, this works great with a lot of people because they can stop and look at each other and do stuff. But my 3, I keep calling them mine, they're their own, but these 3 beautiful actors did such amazing work, even with only the 3 of them. And, you know, trying to just get a sense of how to do it without being able to step aside and look and change and do a lot of work. But the other reason we did it is because, as you probably sort of guessed, these images they made are, well, they connect to our theme. So with no further ado, we're going to just get on and do the show for you, which again, we'll be doing it sort of like a Reader's Theater style. And I, Leslie, am hugely open to your input. If at any point in the future you have ideas of any ways you might like it to be changed, anything, feel free to email me. I would love that. And most of you know my email because I see a lot of faces. But if you don't and you're interested, at the question and answer period, I'll give that. Okay? So, question for everyone, because we have not practiced this with mics. If we do it without mics, can you hear us? No. Okay, so we'll do it with. We'll just pass the mic around. Okay. Let's see. Let's do our transition and Meaza will need the mic.
July 6, 2005. My dear friend Elsa, how are you doing? I hope everything is good with your family. I miss you so much. Our situation here is not good. You know that Dereje is a member of the United Ethiopia Democratic Party. Since September 14, 2001, he recruited people from his ethnic groups, the Amhara, to vote for EUDP, and also found for them. He is member of the local chamber of commercial since many years ago, and this year he served as treasurer for UEDP since a long time ago. Many business people in UEDP come to Dereje's office or his store many times to discuss political issue. Also, his collect fund from community members to help other Amhara families to cover families' funeral costs and other unexpected expenses. You know this party always participate is peaceful, but the ruling party, the Ethiopian Party of the Revolution Democratic Front, EPRDF, do not accept anybody to be involved with them. On June 1, the police invaded Dereje's office and seized him. They detained and tortured him for 34 days. After first he was detained at Kolfe police camp for 4 days, then he was 28 days in Wallaga Desa army camp. From famous prison for worst criminal in remote area in the south of Ethiopia. After that, 10 days in Zwai on other side of Ethiopia. With his father, his mother, and his brother, I drive 4 hours to Zwai to visiting Daraje. We saw his body very injured for them beating him. Also, he was very sick, but they didn't take him to hospital. I feel very bad and very sad. Finally, after 34 days, they realized him and delivered him to Mescal Square. And from there, he came home in a taxi. They put a sign on the door of his office and store to prohibit going inside. He pays to rent to keep the office, but now he is doing his import business with only telephone conversation and make delivery. Our situation is not good.
Hello, class. Welcome. So nice to see you. How was your weekend?
Wonderful.
Great. So today we're talking about things that we did in the past, but we don't do anymore. Does anybody know the phrase that we use to talk that way in English? Jean Junior.
Used to.
Say that again?
Used to.
Exactly. How do I spell it?
S-A-D-E.
Hmm?
T-O.
Can somebody give me an example?
I used to play basketball, but not now.
Yeah. You did? Really?
Yeah?
Yeah. Cool. And how about you?
I used to be actively in the meeting for some organization in my country, but now I'm not.
How about you, Ivan?
I used to be a youth leader of Cameroon National Youth Council. Yeah, I used to organize protests and marches to defend young interests. But now I'm just working to pay my bills.
Good. You guys got used to. You definitely got used to. Yeah. Beautiful and not beautiful. How do we ask questions with this structure? Ask me a question about my past with this. How about something about my hair, maybe? Ivan.
I can say, what did you do 2 months ago?
Yeah, you could say, let me write that down. So what did you do 2 months ago? And how would you ask that with used to? Any ideas? Where would we put used to? Ivan. Ooh, okay. So can I put it right in here? Is this right? It might be right, it might not. What do you think? No, it's not right. What's wrong with it? It's almost right. There's one letter that's wrong. Anybody out here want to help us? Now, you know what? If you're a native English speaker, you might not even know, because if we say it, it sounds exactly the same. But there's a little problem here. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't even see it. So, I used to blah, 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 blah. But we're making a question. So, what did you used to do? But there's a little problem right here. Why did I take that away?
Because it was the past. Now you're talking about now. There's the past. Continue.
It's still the past, but
because you use did, so you can put ed and
Exactly. Because did is already the past.
only one past.
Yeah, use cannot be to the past too.
Good. So I think that's enough for used to. Let's take a little break. Good job, guys.
September 10, 2007. Dear Elsa, I miss you so much. I hope everything is good with your family. I have bad news. Dereje was arrested again on August 10, 2007 and detained illegally for 21 days. They took him to Ma'akalai maximum security prison and beat him and interrogated him. After 20 days, they released him on parole to report every Monday. They give him a warning to shut down his business. They took everything for his office, his computer, all documents included his business license and some of his money. Now the custom officer will not allow him to get his imported goods. Also, he started receiving anonymous phone call of steroids steroids. Our situation is not good.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. What is your whole first name? I'm sorry, your whole full name, your complete full name.
Emile Ivan Minang. Jean Junior Morisset.
Have you ever applied for asylum in another country?
No.
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 Where do you currently live?
Takoma Park.
Silver Spring.
Silver Spring.
Since applying for asylum, have you ever left the United States?
No.
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 What city were you born in?
Addis Ababa.
Voilà, Cameroon.
Pétionville.
Have you ever committed acts of terrorism?
No.
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 Have you ever committed acts that harm others purposefully?
No.
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 What country were you born in?
Ethiopia.
Cameroon.
Haiti.
Sac passé.
Naboulé. Sac passé. Sac passé. Sac passé. Naboulé. Sac passé.
Next, please. Next, please. What is your date of birth?
November 1970. November 29, 1970.
Are you married?
No, I'm divorced.
Do you have children?
Yes.
Okay. What are the name of your children?
Jinan, Cindy, Tatiana, Carol, Darlene, Evening, Chantal, Pierre, Roxane, Angel, Fano, Lena, Carolina, Marie-José.
Have you committed any crime in USA?
No, ma'am.
Have you committed any crime in your home country?
Can you repeat for me, please?
Have you committed any crime in your home country?
Can you translate for me?
Avez-vous déjà commis un crime ici aux États-Unis?
No.
No.
When did you last leave your home country?
Quand avez-vous quitté votre pays pour la dernière fois?
C'était le 13 novembre 2015.
November 13, 2015.
How long have you been in the USA?
J'ai presque 2 ans. Déjà 2 ans.
Almost 2 years.
How many times have you been to the USA?
Depuis plus d'une 15 fois, ça fait très longtemps, depuis mon enfance.
Many times. I come here many times since I have 13 years old.
Do you fear going back to your home country?
Oui.
Yes.
Why?
Parce que si j'y retourne, on va me tuer.
Because if I return, I could be killed.
Have you ever been physically harmed in your home country?
Yes.
Why were you harmed?
Tu peux traduire pour moi?
Pourquoi avez-vous été persécuté?
Donc, j'ai été persécuté à cause de mon idéologie politique et j'avais beaucoup venu dans des activités politiques comme ça dans mon pays.
Because of my political ideology and because I was very, very active political in my home country.
When were you harmed?
Je veux traduire pour moi, s'il te plaît?
Quand avez-vous été exactement persécuté?
C'était en octobre 2015.
October 2015.
Explain how you were harmed.
Pardon?
Comment avez-vous été persécuté?
Donc, il y a des gens qui sont venus à la maison, ils ont détruit tout ce que j'avais, ils m'ont tué, ils m'ont tiré dessus, j'ai reçu un projectile, et puis j'ai été obligé de partir. So,
people came to my home and they tried to kill me, they shot me, and I was in danger, and I just leave.
Have you reported all this abuse to the police of your home country?
Oh, yes. Yes.
What did the police?
Mrs. Agent, they can do nothing. This is my country, you know? So the gang have a lot of power. but
What did they do?
just only give me a report, official report paper. And then about my finger, and I gave to him the medical report, and after that they wrote something, a paper, and they gave it to me.
What happened to you, your finger?
Or I was received a bullet here, and my finger came off, and on the floor. And after that, and I took my little finger, I called my security, and I just go to the hospital, and then I got some surgery, and after that, and I talked with my family, my wife, and I said I could not stay in Haiti because it was very dangerous for me.
Do you have anything else you would like to add today?
Quoi? Tu peux traduire pour moi?
Avez-vous quelque chose de plus en dehors de ce que vous avez dit à ajouter ce soir?
Non. Merci.
No, yes, thank you.
Okay, let's go back to that.
This document tell you when you come back to the asylum office to pick up your decision. Do not lose this document. You must return to the asylum office on this day. And we will give you another document with your decide.
Thank you.
Can you give me that? This one.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Keep the mic. Take the mic. Now, we can, you can like go back to English class.
October 11, 2007. Dear Elsa, I have one good news. I am 1 month pregnant, but I have many bad news. Last night, 5 federal police officers came to our home at 2 a.m. We were too scared without court warranty. They searched our home and our compound with pretext of looking for smuggled armament. Of course, they do not find any smuggle armament, but they took Daraje laptop, computers, and his personal document. Also, they found many UEDP documents and names. Now Daraje must feel or soon he was be killed. He is looking for opportunity of seeking asylum in Sudan or Kenya or anywhere possible. Our situation is very bad.
Hi guys, how's it going? Nice to see you. How was your week? Good. So remember last class we were talking about? Used to. So what about though, when we're talking about, this is really for past ongoing activities or situations, but what about something that happened one time? For example, yesterday I burned my dinner. Yesterday I used to burn my dinner? No. Yesterday I burned my dinner. So let's get some more past simple sentences about things that happened. Ivan, you have one? Okay.
Do you want the sentence? What do you want exactly, please?
Say that again?
What do you want exactly? A sentence?
Tell me something you did. A sentence.
Oh, I left my home country 2 years ago.
Excellent. Excellent sentence. Yeah. And how about you?
Yesterday I forgot my ID.
Good.
Yesterday, I took a bus to come school.
Now, can you tell me something? Didn't you tell me that some people invaded your home and put some notes on your car? What did they put on your car?
Yes, people came in my house and they drove some a lot of things in my home.
They drew things on your home? Like what kind of things? Pictures?
No, the word, something dangerous, death word, something like this.
Like death threats? Death threats. They drew them on your home? Yes. Wow. Wow. So, question, how did you come from your, when you left your country and you got to the USA, what route did you take?
Just fly.
Just fly.
Yeah.
And how about you?
So, in my country, I left my house and I took my car. And after that, I went to the airport and I took a plane and went to Miami, Florida. And after that, I took another plane to here. Yeah.
And how about you? Did you have a direct flight from Cameroon to Dulles Airport?
No, I think I got many stops. Yeah, the first one when I left Cameroon, I went to, the first one was in Equatorial Guinea at Malabo, the capital of Equatorial Guinea. After Malabo, we went to Addis Ababa in Ethiopia. After Addis Ababa, we went to Dublin in Ireland, and after Ireland, Dulles International Airport, USA.
And when you arrived at Dulles, where did you go? Did you have friends to stay with? What did you do?
No, I didn't have a family here. I got nobody here.
So I want to stop asking questions and have the three of you ask him questions, yeah? So you remember how to ask questions with past simple? Yeah? So let's ask him a question. Here he is at Dulles Airport, doesn't know anybody. What should you ask?
How was your flight doing? How was your flight? Yeah.
Yeah, the flight was like, it was very long. We flew for maybe 22 hours. Yeah.
So let's see if we can find out some information about what happened when he got here. He got to Dulles, he didn't know anybody there. Yeah? So what do you want to ask him?
Who is waiting you?
Good question. Yeah, who was waiting for you?
Nobody was waiting. I went in front of the police officer, and I told them that I'm here because I ran away from my country. I wanted to be killed, and I would like to seek asylum.
And what happened?
And
he gave you asylum right there and then?
No, the police officer explained me the law, the asylum law, and they told me that because I have a tourist visa, if I seek asylum, they're gonna cancel my visa because I'm asking for another status. My status was like visitor. If you seek asylum, they're gonna cancel your status, and you're gonna be in asylum process. They explained me the process. I say, okay, I know nobody here. That's what I'm gonna do.
And then you went to a hotel?
No, when they cancel your visa immediately, I became illegal, and then they took me the same day in Virginia to detention center, Farmville detention center.
How was everything?
Guys, project from your belly. So we don't have to pass the mic. Just use a big, use a big voice, so we don't have to use the mic. He can just hold it.
I don't need that.
No, if you use your project. Excuse me one sec, but remember we talked about breathe in your belly so you have a big voice, because we can't just keep doing the mic. We want to get his story, yeah, for the people. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. A little aside here.
So are you in that? You said you was arrested?
Yeah. The first time I was not arrested, but the police explained me, if you seek asylum, you sign this paper, we're going to cancel your visa. If you cancel your visa, you become illegal. If you're illegal, then we're going to arrest you and bring you in detention center.
So I was in detention center.
Merry Christmas.
That's a good life in the detention center.
So tell us a little bit about your, what it was like in the detention center. I mean, do you have a room of your own, or what's it like there?
There is a dormitory. Each dormitory have something like 100 people. 100 people, we have stage beds, and everything is in the dormitory. Dormitory is closed 24 hours over 7.
100 people in one room?
Yeah.
One bedroom?
Yeah, it's like a bedroom. It's a big room. Like it's a dormitory.
Huh. And so, but this is just where you stayed during the day, and then you could go outside. I mean, at night, and you could go outside in the daytime.
No, you cannot go outside because the door is closed, and you have 2 police officers every day at any time. You have 2 police officers in the dormitory with you.
Kinda
and the
like
door is always closed, and there is no windows. You can't move. You can't go out.
Did you, use your mic to ask him questions. Yeah, it's on.
In the detention center, how was everything for your food? And they brought you the some food, or you
About food, we have 3 meals per days, but the food is not enough to be satisfied. If you need more food, there is computer on the wall. You have to order the food, but with your own money, and you can have a food. We have a microwave in the dormitory, and you can cook your own food to be satisfied.
Do you have money in that time?
You don't have money. If you don't have money, you have to contact your family, and your family have to send money because everybody have an account. Your family have to send you money in your account. If they don't send you money, you cannot have money, and then you cannot buy extra food to eat.
And were you were there a couple of weeks?
I was there for 4 months.
4 months?
Yeah, 4 months.
4 months?
Yeah, 4 months.
With 99 roommates?
Yeah.
In bunk beds?
Yeah.
Wow. Do you have windows?
No, there is no window over there because they don't allow you to look out.
How many
Because
doors?
they fear that people, if you look out, you can start thinking how to escape.
Oh, it sounds kind of like prison.
Yeah, the name is not it's called detention center, but it's like a prison.
Huh. So this is kind of a personal question, but like, what if when you had to go to the bathroom, how far did you have to go? And, you know, were there
No.
windows there, or?
No, the bathroom is in the same room. You have an area where you have bathroom in the same place, and the bathroom are not close. There is a small hall, this like 1 meter high, and that's all.
A small wall?
Yeah.
You mean so your toilet stalls don't have doors and walls?
No, there's no door.
You guys, and you're right there in the room that you sleep in. You just go to the toilet.
Yeah, you
This is
sleep
the
here,
USA?
and the toilet area is over there.
Huh.
Where is the dining room? The same place? Or?
There's no dining room, but we have a place in front of your bed, a place that can take 20 people with two TV, and then you can go over there to watch the TV. There is 2 TV for everybody.
And was the TV ever off?
The TV are off at 10 because you have to sleep.
Huh.
But all the day the TV are on. But you know, when you have 100 people, you have to watch 2 TV. People sometimes what is on the TV is not what you want to watch. Then you have just to sleep.
And did they have internet?
No, there is no internet, no cell phone, no personal cell phone.
No personal, but you could make phone calls.
No, nobody have a phone over there. Nobody have a phone. We have just 5 public phone on the wall. You can contact people outside.
If you have money in your account.
If you have money in your account. Because if you don't have money, you cannot make a call.
And so what did you do? You just slept all day? Or, I mean, what did you do to
Yeah, you sleep all the day. You think about your kids. And you pray. You do what you want. But you can move. You can have access to internet or something else.
Wow.
Maybe somebody you sick or something happen. What do you do?
Oh, it depends. If you're sick and if it's something that is not very dangerous for you, we have like medical area, a room. We can go over there. They can give you pills. But if it's something very dangerous, they have to take you out to bring you maybe in Richmond, something else. As me, I went there over there outside.
Let's wait for the. Well, boy, this is an interesting point to end class with so many stories yet to hear, but it's time for us to move on. So tomorrow, maybe we can hear your story tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, teacher.
December 26, 2007. Dear Elsa, again I have one good news and many bad news. Dereje is safe in Colorado, USA, but last night many government security again come to my home. Even I am 5 months pregnant and holding my 3-year-old boy, but they threatened me, push me. They ask me, where is he? When is he coming home? I said, I don't know. They said, but you are his wife. Where is he? I said, I don't know. We are separate. They said, you are lying. And they pushed me again. Josias started crying. They said, when Dereje coming to this home, you must call us immediately. Otherwise, we will take action. I signed on the paper, but they took my laptop, computers, and all my documents, included every photograph and my marriage certificate. So some of the documents are from UEDP, so I am very afraid that my life is in danger. But no, I don't have marriage certificate. So how can I get visa to join Dereje in USA? I am so scared. Elsie, please pray for us.
Aye. 001 223 426789. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, how are you doing?
Hey, Ivan, how are you?
I'm very bad, my brother.
Oh, what happened to you? What's up, buddy?
Yesterday was very bad for me. You know, I'm in Family Detention Center.
Oh, yeah. What happened there? What's up? Tell me, buddy.
I got a very bad tooth pain yesterday, and you cannot imagine what happened.
Oh, tell me.
I got a very bad tooth pain.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that we don't have doctor here. This kind of tooth pain cannot be resolved here. Then yesterday I went to Virginia, in Richmond, to extract my tooth because I was feeling very bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what happened?
Tell me.
With that pain, I was with two police officer. They put me handcuff and ankle cuff on me.
What?
Really? Really? I was in the car with handcuff, ankle cuff, and I have chain around my waist. Yeah. And
You said in Virginia?
Yeah, in Richmond. And they told me that this is the process.
My God.
Yeah, I have chain on me, and I was crying about the pain. You cannot imagine.
Wow. What next? Tell me.
Yeah, when I arrived over there, the doctor have to extract my tooth. Yeah, I asked them, the doctor asked if they can take off the chain and the handcuff. They said no, it's the process. And you know what?
Wow.
The doctor extracted me the tooth pain with all those stuff on me, with chain on me, handcuff on me. I signed the doctor paper with handcuff and all those stuff. You cannot imagine.
Wow, wow, wow.
The doctor told me that he cannot extract the tooth if in this condition. It depends on me. The doctor told me that it depends on me. I have to accept or not. It was very, very bad, brother. Very bad. Very bad. And you know what I told the doctor? I told the doctor that if I refuse, I'm going to go back in the detention center and I'm going to feel pain more and more and more and more. I can die. And then I just accept.
Wow.
And when the doctor was extracting my tooth, the two police officers, they were in the room. Yeah, with gun, standing over there. I got chain on me until the end. It was very, 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 very bad.
Wow. Wow, wow.
You cannot imagine. I didn't know that this is I didn't know that this is possible. But they told me that it not depend on them because it's the process. That's the process. They are just following instruction. And I think they are right.
So tell me, is the I don't know, I really can understand that. Is because of your what? Because of your color, your skin color? Oh, why?
No.
They treat you like this?
No, you know that I'm asylum seeker.
Tell me.
And now I'm in process. Yeah. And according to the law, I'm illegal. Yeah, because I'm illegal, if I'm out of my detention center, I have to have chain and everything on me because they're afraid that I can escape. And that's the process, man. That's the process. Everybody in the detention center, when you want to go out, you have to put chain on you, handcuff, ankle cuff, everything. Yeah.
It's very bad, buddy.
Yeah,
wow.
It's very bad. It's very bad. But
it's very bad.
That's life, man.
I can imagine.
I'm just praying God to go for my last court in front of the judge. And I hope I will be granted asylum and be released for this place.
Wow. So now, how are you feeling? How is everything for you?
No, I'm a little bit better. They took off my tooth, and then I'm better. I'm taking pills. I feel a little bit pain more, but it's not like yesterday. But I hope that in 1 week, I can be good.
So you know something, I thought to leave my country to come to USA, but that to say to me like, I don't think it's a good thing to come to leave my country to go to USA.
Yeah, I know that you are persecuted. I know that you're in danger, but I have to explain you what could happen to you here. I cannot tell you that no. I know that you are in danger. I know that you are not safe over there. I know that you're planning to leave, but I need to explain you exactly what's happening here. Then you have to know that this could happen to you.
Wow. Ivan, believe me, before that, I thought that USA was a paradise.
Yeah, me too. That's what I was thinking. But you know, there is something here you cannot know if you are not here. Like what I faced yesterday, I could not imagine that is possible. Means that if you want to live, bro, you have to think very well.
Okay, understand. Thank you for the listen. Thank you to sharing me everything about your situation. So I can tell you, buddy, I don't know what I'm doing now, because after even what you said, I have to.
I know you want. I know you want, but as I told you, it's not like you think. It's not like you think.
This is the immigration life in USA, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Very bad, buddy. Very, very bad.
And most of people, they are not going to explain to you like that, but I have to tell you the truth.
Thank you. Thank you, buddy, to sharing that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay. Okay. So we talk later.
Okay.
Thank you, buddy.
Okay. We stay in contact. Okay.
Bye. Thank you.
Yeah, you too. I don't know the next time we're going to speak, because before calling you, I need to have money in my account. Yeah.
Okay.
If
just continue
money,
to pray. Everything gonna be changed.
And then
okay.
I hope that next time I will have something.
Okay, buddy.
Okay.
Okay.
Take
Bye.
care.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
That's crazy, eh?
Very crazy.
March 13, 2014, dear Elsa. Now it is 7 years. We are waiting to join Daraje. Waiting to join Daraje, and yet I have more bad news. Remember, I told you 14 months ago that I finally got official permission to join Daraje in Maryland, USA. But only me, not our children, because the US immigration authority did not believe Daraje is their father. They required DNA test to prove it. Today, after 6 months of waiting for the DNA test, 8 months of waiting for results, and 1 week of waiting for new medical examination and the permission paper, Iosias and Arsema received approval to immigrate. But there is that terrible news. Only they have permission, not me. US immigration does not believe that I am Daraje's wife. I must acquire official document to prove it.
Welcome. Where's Meaza today?
I think she's late. She's
Not
coming.
here. She's late.
She's probably coming.
Okay, well, she'll show up. But today we are working on the gerund phrase. Can you remind me what's a gerund? Anybody remember? Yeah, we only have one mic. It's the ing. You mean like I'm dancing?
Yeah.
So it's the ing verb. So I am dancing. Is that a gerund?
No,
No. Why not?
it's not a gerund because I'm dancing. It's like you said last time, I'm dancing. You took this example saying that is a present continuous tense.
Yep, present continuous. So the gerund is the ing form of the verb used as a...
That's like a noun.
Exactly. Used like a noun. Used like a noun. So today we want to use some gerunds as as objects. So first let's try something with a normal noun that's not a gerund. For example, I like chocolate. Yeah? Normal noun.
Yes.
Give me another one.
I like coffee.
Great. How about I hate?
I hate sugar.
I hate sugar. I hate sugar. Okay. So what about, Jean Junior, can you give me an I hate, but with a gerund phrase?
I hate sleeping.
Say it again.
I hate sleeping.
You hate sleeping? Wow. Huh. Was that back in Haiti you hated sleeping also? Or just since you got here?
Yeah.
Here. Here.
Yes, teacher.
Did you like it when you were little?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
So could we use a used to and a gerund phrase? Used to and like and a gerund phrase?
Yes, teacher.
Give me one. Not about sleeping.
I used to drive. I used to driving in my country.
We need something before the driving. I used to... Oh, I'm sorry. I used to. So it goes subject plus used to plus a feeling verb like, hate, love. Mm-hmm. So we're going to put a feeling verb plus gerund phrase, GP, gerund phrase. Okay, let's try it.
I used to live. I used to love. I used to love drive. I used to love driving. But now I take bus.
Yeah, good. Good. Now I like taking the bus. It's good that you like it. So what other verbs can we use that lead to a gerund? For example, what about something that you think back on? Like remember? Can we use that with a gerund phrase? Let's have one.
I remember going to school.
Uh-huh. And how about I miss? What do you miss doing?
I miss my country.
What do you miss doing in your country that you can't do here or don't do here? And you guys are going to have to share a mic because these two seem to be off.
I miss to participate in a conference in my country.
You miss participating in what?
In conference in my country.
Now, weren't you really involved in politics back home?
Yes.
But you're not so involved in politics here, I guess, not yet?
No.
Do you miss that?
I miss a lot.
Yeah. What do you miss, Ivan?
Many things.
What do you miss doing?
Many things, but I can say I miss going to the village to visit my grandparents.
Yeah. And you were involved in politics also, yeah?
Yes.
Are you here?
No.
Not yet?
Yeah, no.
Hmm. Hmm. And one more. How do we talk about the future with gerund phrases? Something that we hope will happen in the future, and we believe it will happen. It has the word look.
Look forward.
Look forward to. Good. What do you look forward to?
I look forward having a degree here.
Say that again?
I'm looking forward having a degree here.
Yeah, I look forward to having a degree here
Yeah.
in.
Chemical engineering.
Uh-huh. And what do you look forward to, Jean Junior?
I'm looking forward to become a leader.
Can we have it with the gerund phrase?
Coming to a leader for the Asian community.
Good. Could we say becoming? Becoming? I look forward to becoming.
Become?
Becoming.
Mm-hmm.
A leader. Is that what you said?
Yes,
Yeah.
becoming a leader.
Great. Great. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, teacher.
Welcome.
Thank you.
April 24th, 2015. Dear Elsa, I have wonderful news. Tonight we leave. Josias, Arsema, and me. Tomorrow we will join Daraje in Maryland, USA. I am so happy. I am crying. I am there. I am joyful. Thank you, God. Thank you.
So we are available for questions if you have any questions about the performers or the process or anything else. Courtney? Oh, sure. You want two? We'll keep two for us. So keep one over there, and we'll keep one over here. Let's move over.
Thank you. Is it hot? It sure is. Thank you, Leslie, and to all the performers. It was really educational and just enlightening stories that you have. I think many people don't know the firsthand experience of people in your shoes. I was curious, Ivan, what happened after 4 months? Like what happened next? What was the event that allowed you to leave the detention center, and then what came next?
Okay, thank you. After 4 months, I got my last hearing in front of the judge, and I was granted asylum, and then I leave the detention center to become a lawful resident.
I don't have a question. I have a compliment. Most people, most Americans it's very scary to do theater, to be up in front of everybody else and speaking. And yet you are new in this country and you have tremendous courage to come up in front of people and speak and to tell your own personal story. I just compliment you for tremendous courage to be able to share it in front of us. Thank you.
My question is for Ivan. I'm a little bit curious too. I want to know, when you stay for so long in the detention center, and you don't have someone who can send you money, how do you live? Like, how you get food if you don't have anybody to send anything to you? How people do? How do they survive that?
Okay, thank you. First of all, I want to say that I found people in detention center. They were there 4 months before me. Some of them 5 months. Some of them 6 months. Some of them 8 months. And I left. Some of them were still over there. Yeah. If you don't have somebody, there's a food, but you cannot be satisfied. Even you cannot be satisfied, you can die. But now if you want to be satisfied, you need to have money to buy extra food. But what is over there is the food money, 3 meals per day. Yeah. You have just to enjoy what you are receiving. But you need more. You need to have money.
About the phone, do you have? You say you have to pay.
Yeah, that's the problem. If you need to call, you need to have money in your account.
So if you don't have money, you will never.
If you don't have
call
money,
anybody?
you cannot make call. Maybe you can ask, but you know that in this kind of place, there's a big solidarity you cannot imagine. Yeah, people are very helpful over there. If you don't have money, somebody gonna help you. I cannot say if you don't have money, you cannot make a call. No. Even for me, the first time before being in touch with my family to have money, I need to call even the family to say I need money. Yeah, but people are very helpful over there. Yeah, the mind in this kind of place is different when you're outside. Yeah.
Hello. I would like to commend you on your performance and your courage to get in front of the crowd and deliver such a marvelous performance. But I wanted to find out is, can you tell me, each of you, your greatest challenge that you actually experienced when you first came to the country, other than what you did, Ivan? One of your greatest challenges that you had to overcome.
Who would like to? Anyway. You can start. Absolutely.
Okay. My big challenge was I have like my own dream. Like I said, for me to get a degree. Yeah, and it was going to school. That was, I went to Montgomery College in refugee program. The life is difficult, like I was saying, in detention. But after detention, I got a very beautiful days. And it's very important to say that. Because I went to Montgomery College in ESOL class, English class. I pay nothing. I did a GNA training. I pay nothing. And now I'm a student in Montgomery College. I got financial aid. I'm not paying nothing. That was my challenge, to go back to school. And now I'm a student in Montgomery College, studying engineering. Yeah.
first, I start my class Montgomery College. For me, for it's difficult is and find job, and after that I stopped my class because of my kids take care of my kids, and still now I need to continue my class. I come here to class. That's it.
Actually, Meaza, can you tell them what you were thinking of saying for used to? Can you let them know the difference between then and now?
I used to my own cosmetic shop in my country. Now I'm line server in Lincoln Memorial and assistant teacher in my country. Now I'm line server. That's it. I change everything. I go to school.
I got a lot of things to say. Because, you know, differently, when I first came here, I came with my family. So my wife and 3 kids, 3 children. And then the first thing I was thinking is how I can help my family and go in the right place, because my kids born here and they born in United States, but we live in Haiti. So when we first came here, I just tell myself, and so how I can start a new life with my family. So that's why first of all, was easy for me, you know. So my children doesn't speak English, only French, and it was very difficult for me. So first of all, I was thinking the best, what was the best thing to do. So I said, I talked with my wife, I need to go to English classes, and because I need to increase my capacity, my English capacity to communicate with people. And then I said, without that, I can do nothing for my family, because first of all, I need to communicate with the people. So I talked with my wife, and then we decided to go to Montgomery College. And after that, I tried to make my all papers update, because my paper was in French. So normally I got 2 masters. I got a master's in politics engineering, and I got another master's in politics development. So I used to advise my president, so in my country, and then I passed more than 12 years and advised 2 former presidents in my country, and then I worked with United Nations too as consultant. I wrote a lot of books. And then, as you know, when you leave your country and you just come in another place, everything is new. So that's why you see now I could not explain anything. I was up like this and I'm down now. I leave my nice house, and I let my nice house, my cars, everything I had. So, and now I can say after went to the English classes in Montgomery College. I'm not perfect in English. I'm not perfectly, I know I'm not good in English perfectly, so I can understand, and I'm really good at writing English than speak English. Because when I first came in, the first thing I try to do, I go to anytime to Google, I put some word and then the translator, so that I have some behavior to write, okay, in English, but I'm perfect, I'm good in writing in English than speak English. And then I can say too, I speak a lot of language. So I speak very well Spanish, I speak a little bit German, Japan, Croatian, Creole, French. So, so that's right. Thank you.
Any other questions? We have one up front. Yeah.
A family question. Merci beaucoup. C'était très intéressant. Mais je vais parler anglais, pas français.
Je vous en prie.
I would like to know if you could give some advice to Americans who are meeting newcomers to the United States. What would you tell them? How could they support people who were in your position as they set up their lives in America? Est-ce que vous avez compris? Non. Oui?
Oui, mais si vous pouvez mieux expliquer.
Oui, je veux.
Vous expliquez en anglais.
Okay. So, yeah, my question is really, how can we help? How can people who are here support immigrants and people who are trying to become American citizens or residents to make the process easier for you? And I'd like to hear from tout le monde. No.
Okay.
Est-ce que vous avez compris?
Oui, oui.
OK. Merci.
J'ai bien compris. Okay.
So, but they don't all know French.
Yeah, so I just asked if they, I mean, my question was in English, right? But I was just saying thank you.
And you want to hear from all of them, yeah?
Just briefly,
Yeah.
I would appreciate any things that they can offer for how we can support people in their position.
Okay. But I would like to say something about the support. You know, in American society, things are very organized. Individually, I don't think there's a process you can support somebody individually. It's difficult. They think they have organization to support immigrants, and I think those organizations are working very well. Because when I was granted, I got an organization, Lutheran Social Service, something like that. Yeah, there's a program. There's a program where they're supporting immigrants. You understand what I mean? Yeah, I what I have in mind is that support is organized through organization. Yeah, means that that's why you have this kind of foundation, we have association, we have organization. As you said, to have a grant, they cannot give to somebody like that. You have to be organization. Then for me, I think that we can put in place your own organization, and then they're gonna explain you how to be in touch, how to be in contact with all those immigrants and all those people that are in need, and then you can bring your support. But I think there is many organizations put in place which are working.
Yeah, and I'm curious about social support too. So in addition to financial, also, you know, I know it's very isolating moving to the United States because your family and your support systems are still back home. And so I'm sure many of you belong to church groups and other organizations. Yeah, and that's great. Any other comments?
For me, no.
Okay, sorry, and it's about 9:30, and I know folks probably want to go. Sorry, I just wanted to say, so my name is Ben Frime with the Takoma Foundation that helped you participate with your group, and I know it's a very charged time, Takoma Park is a very unique place, and Silver Spring and Tacoma, DC. So I'm glad that we're representing a wide variety of our community, and I think that's something we can all take pride in. What advice do you have for the United States government right now?
I didn't get a question, please.
Me too.
Okay. What advice do you have for the United States government right now?
Oh. Mr.
Actually, can we start with Meaza? What advice would you have if our government would listen to you and they wanted to know what can we do to help? What would you say?
Example, my process, my green card is denied. I don't know, by one mistake, the filling the form, still now I pay 2 times, 3 times for lawyer, still now denied. I need help because my marriage is real. I have 2 kids. Maybe I live with my husband 17 years something. I have too much evidence, more evidence. I don't know. I need help, all for not for me, for or immigrant or asylum. Thank you.
For me, I think if I have to say something for the government, I would say, please, the United States of America government give exchange to the little countries, because the whole situation for immigration situation. So as me, I'm here in the United States, I will always say my body is here, my mind, my head is in my country. So it's not because I'm not leaving my country because social situation. I just leave because politics situation. I know that, and as many of you knew that too, the big countries always participate on everything in politics in the little countries. So you have to know many immigrants, the situation is very different. So many come because social situation, many become health situation, many come because politics situation. So in my country, I was a good life, very, very good life. So now, many times I'm saying, what I'm doing here? So I really want to go back in my country. So because of politics situation, I could not back in my country. So I will say to United government, please have another behave about with the little countries. So if US government behave another way, I think the all little country gonna be very well done. You see it now. Thank you.
Okay, very quickly, for me, before, like, I don't know if I'm gonna say giving an advice. I don't know if I'm able to give an advice because it's the government. Yeah, I think they have all, they know, for me, they know everything. They know what to do, what they have to do, what they don't have to do. They know what is good, what is bad, and everything. But we can just say that's what I think. And before saying what I think, first of all, I think I need to think first, because many things are doing. Even there is a complaint, but many things are doing, as I was saying. But now, what can be correct for me? I'm gonna say about 2 parts. The first part about the life I got in detention center is very bad in detention center. That's true. That the first advice I'm gonna about detention center, the very big problem over there is the lawyers. If they can give free lawyer to immigrant in detention center, it's gonna be a good thing. Because in this place, if you don't have a lawyer, you can spend 12 months. My family pay $4,000 to my lawyer. I got a private lawyer. That's why I make 4 months. If I didn't have the private lawyer, I could make 12 months over there. Because when you don't have a lawyer, the judge gonna reschedule your last court. You're gonna wait. Because there's some organization, they're gonna tell you, we're gonna look for a free lawyer for you. But free lawyer is a long time, a very long time. In Canada, when you are in asylum process, you have a free lawyer. When you have a free lawyer, your case is very fast. And you can go out, you can be relieved. But if you don't have a lawyer, you can spend 12 months. That's why I said there's people over there 12 months, because you don't have a lawyer. The very big problem over there is the lawyer. If you can have a free lawyer, it's a good thing. Now, in the other side, when you are already out, the asylum process with immigrants is very slow. That's a very big problem. There are people, you can seek asylum, and you have to wait 4 years before they call you in front of the judge. 4 years waiting. You just have the working permit. If you have a working permit, you cannot go to school. You cannot have access to many things. Even the foundation, the many programs that are for asylum seeker, you cannot have those programs. You cannot be eligible if you are not granted. If you are waiting, if you are still in process, you cannot have it. You need to be granted first. But there are people, they are staying in process 4 years. It's a very big problem. 4 years waiting that the judge call you one day and say, come to your last court, come to your last court, and come for your last hearing. And then you're gonna determine if you can be granted or not. For me, this is a very big problem.
Any last questions? No? Well, I would like to thank you all so much for coming and hearing my friends' stories, giving them your lovely attention. And I want to thank the three of you again for your hard work and your courage. And I would also like to thank Aaron again, and what Aaron represents, which is the grants program. And I'm forgetting your name again, but the Takoma Foundation. Thank you both so much. Yay.